The Long Walk. Lord have mercy. Before we get into this review, I have 3 asks and 1 disclaimer. Number 1, just hear me out. Watch the video until the end. Number 2, if you enjoy this review or if I say anything that impacts your decision on whether or not to see this film, please give me a like. And number 3, after you see the film, please come back and share your thoughts, views, and opinions because I could use a few good people in my support group. And last but certainly not least, please give me grace or a judgment-free zone if I so happen to lose my shiznit emotionally while trying to get through this review. So last night I attended the Atlanta advance screening of The Long Walk, and my first order of business today was to come on here and do this review and release this film from my spirit. The Long Walk is a film adaptation of Stephen King's first novel that he wrote in college under a pseudonym. It's directed by Francis Lawrence, and J.T. Molnar did a fantastic job with the screenplay. So The Long Walk follows the journey of 50 young men from around the United States who come together for this annual walk where there is no finish line and there is only one winner. The rules: you must walk 3 miles per hour. If for any reason you fall below that speed, you receive a warning. After that warning, you have 10 seconds to get back on the good foot. If you fail to do so, you receive a second warning. Again, you got 10 seconds to get on the good foot. If you fail to do so, there is a third warning. After the third warning, there are no more warnings. They are going to send you to Jesus express mail. They are going to punch your clock. It is lights out. Good night forever. The winner of The Long Walk receives a lump sum of money and they get to make a wish of their heart's desire. Can I just tell you that I went into this film with anxiety because I already knew what the plot was about and they wasted no time getting to the nitty-gritty. I'm going to say it may have been 5 minutes or less before we were already at the long walk and being introduced to the characters in the film. Now, I'm a girl who loves an ensemble cast, and Cooper Hoffman, David Jonsson, Ben Wang, and all of these young, gifted, and completely talented actors did an excellent job in this film and gave performances that will sit in your spirit long after the credits roll. But at the forefront of the film was Cooper's character Ray and David's character Peter, who formed this effortless friendship and a bond that deepened with every mile they walked. Now, Mark Hamill, the legendary Mark Hamill, also stars in the film as the general. And I guess he did a good job because I never want to see that man again for the rest of my life. The Long Walk is psychologically and emotionally taxing. With each mile walked, you find yourself unintentionally getting fully invested in each character on the screen. And then you have to try to reconcile your emotions or try to prepare yourself for their imminent demise. These young men push their bodies beyond the limits of comprehension. The film is extremely brutal to watch, and to my understanding, that is exactly how Stephen King wanted it. So let me just tell you, if you are sensitive to violence, I advise you to either sit this one out or at the very least, bring a blanket with you to the theater so you can cover your face when necessary. There is a scene in this film somewhere towards either the end of the second act or the beginning of the third act that broke me down emotionally. I wasn't even expecting to fall apart like that in a movie theater. Y'all, I was crying so bad that the poor lady next to me started patting me like, it's okay, it's okay. Trust me when I say a lot of trauma bonding went on in that theater last night. And I also want to note that even though The Long Walk is an adaptation of Stephen King's novel, the writer and director took their own liberty to make the film uniquely its own. So even if you read the novel, you can still enjoy this film and experience the surprises in the storyline like the rest of us who did not read the book. Now, there were a few very obvious differences in the film from the book, the first being the diversity, which I absolutely love. The second is the amount of walkers. I believe in the book it was 100 walkers, but in the film it was 50. And in the book they had to walk 4 miles per hour, where in the film they had to walk 3 miles per hour. With that being said, The Long Walk is psychologically and emotionally taxing. It is brutally violent. It is traumatic, but at the same time, it's a film about resilience, determination, redemption, resistance, and hope. And most importantly, it's a film about friendship and brotherhood. I highly recommend this film, but I can honestly say that I don't think I can handle watching it again. So friends, drop down in the comments below and let me know, do you plan to see The Long Walk when it arrives in theaters on September 12th? Thank you so much for watching my review. Be sure to like and subscribe and connect with me for more delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. And have a fantastic day. Bye.